Yeah, this black light. The word meek means patient, in the sense that all things eventually come to the light. All things in time. The mind of Allah got these pimps and con men in the community annihilating each other. We don't have to do anything. I don't care how many subscribers they got now, how they going at each other. You know, eventually they will annihilate each other, because they have nothing in their little trick bag but tricks. Now, young Pharaoh, I don't know. I can't say, well, he's I can't say that he's not intelligent. You know, he's intelligent to the degree that he knows how to sucker punch the black people. Now he's sitting up there talking about Umar Johnson. Both of them are pimps and con men. He's sitting up there talking about Umar Johnson. And I watched him roll. See, sometimes all you got to do is don't commit yourself right away. You just sit back and watch how these brothers, so-called brothers, they still brothers. They just, con artists, and taking advantage of people who let them take advantage of them. And I really ain't got nothing to say. I'm not defending those suckers, because y'all should know better. So young Pharaoh, by him exposing Dr. Umar, he's calling these people dumb and just insulting. It's no call for that. Now these people are gonna get offended by you constantly throwing them up under the bus, calling them stupid and dumb and ignorant. But they mostly young people. You say some old niggas did it. Well, ain't no fool like an old fool, but they gonna probably even get angry and upset with me. But see, the thing about with me is I ain't worried about it, and I don't have no subscriptions. Now, say for instance, if I start getting subscriptions, and them brothers, they got 100 and some thousand, 150,000. They ain't worried about me. But say for instance, if I was to get in that position to have 150,000 subscribers, for one thing, my bag ain't to be no teacher, preacher. I said from the beginning, I'm like a counselor, like a consultant, like a coach, team coach, like I see how the game's being played and I add my expertise. Now, I don't have no status symbols like the doctor's degrees, and you know, I learned I learned from living to be 170. I mean, whoa, that's how I want to be. I want to live to be 170. But I learned by being 72 years old. 7 decades of analyzing this so-called game of life and dissecting it and breaking it down. And I recognize game when I see it, because I done participated in game and refrained from participating in game. So I see that this YouTube is a whole new frontier for con men and pimps, you know. And so, you know, Young Pharaoh and Seti and all them, they getting paid. They got a little circuit they go to, and the people come out and see them. They like groupies, you know. Y'all who be around Sanetta and Pharaoh and Nature Boy and Dr. Umar, y'all groupies, you know. Just like entertainers, like Jay-Z got groupies. You know, all entertainers got their set of groupies. They can do no wrong. And in the black conscious, pro-black, black power community, you got groupies. But y'all will be, there will be no black power for you, because you rejected Elijah, the real deal. Now you're going for all these fake brothers and sisters. Now the white men beating you out your money, out your energy, your life, your time, and now you got these brothers that, you know, that said the same thing that Elijah done said, only in a different way, using a different vernacular, different language, modern day terminology, street terminology, vulgar terminology. And y'all fell in love with these personalities, and you're getting beat. So one exposes the other. You got Sinetta with a gun, you know, on YouTube. I don't know what he was insinuating, but he showed his gun. You know, my old man told me never show anybody what you got. You know, let them be surprised. You know, even say you don't have nothing. But evidently he done got, in his old age, scared. If he ain't scared, he's acting like he's scared. So they crossing out each other. So they done played on the people, took their money. You know, they started off, you know, good, took their money, but they still taking your money. Because Umar Johnson is going from place to place. It's hard for them to catch up. It's hard for them to catch up with him. He's doing like Polite, jumping around from city to city. You know, it's going to be hard for them to catch up with him. You know. So, now these brothers, you know, rejected the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, And all those who follow these brothers, you know, there will be no black power for you. And if the rest of y'all brothers and sisters don't wake up, there will be no awakening for 6,000 years. You have to wait another 6,000 years if you last that long. And a whole new people probably have to come out of this, you know, because y'all refuse to wake up. And those of us who are woke, wide awake, we better join forces with one another and show it on YouTube that we are in solidarity. You know, we both talk truth to power, not to these young jitterbug, coon, buffoon brothers and sisters. They're insignificant, but we got to show where we tried to wise the people up to them. And if they don't want to pay attention to you, too bad. Now, if I was to get followers, y'all look at me, y'all say, y'all, you too old to deal with young Pharaoh. Let me tell you, I got experience in this, man. Back in the day, I was rolling with some brothers. You know, we shut down dope houses. We ran away dope dealers, beat up dope dealers. We closed down stores that were selling rotten meat, nasty meat to the community. I had this documented one time on, you know, I merged the hip hop community with the Nation of Islam. Back when Dawood was Temple Mosque #1. I got that on tape. You know, when I was in school, I gave a platform to a lot of brothers. I hosted, you know, lectures for black power groups, black nationalists and Pan-Africanists, you know. But I don't go in for, you know, I was on radio and television. You know, I don't go in for bragging about what I did. But so if young Pharaoh and all y'all was to investigate my past, y'all wouldn't come up with nothing. I never did no stretch in the joint. I done spent overnight in the joint for suspicion, you know, and I ain't had charges. CCW charges, carrying a concealed weapon, you know, and I got probation, and that's it, you know. So I'm an old dude, I'm just chilling, making these YouTube videos, trying to wise y'all up to the game. So we're going to come back with another one. This is Black Light.